Lady,
Rings of Power Season 2
I'm your knight in
episode.
shining armor, and I love you.
I'm not happy, y'all. I'm sorry. I be trying to be. I just want to come and give y'all reviews and my opinions of the show, but I'm just not happy. I think I've been trying to wrap my head around it and accept the fact that what they did was they spent $200 million on the rights to access to, some of Tolkien's works. You know what I'm saying? So people, places, and things, like, they have the rights to that. And they're gonna make their own story. Like, this isn't, I just said it like 3-4 times. This isn't Tolkien. Like, it's Tolkien's things, but it ain't Tolkien. Like, this not his energy. It's not the spirit of Tolkien. It's not the stories that he told. It's not that. And it's upsetting me because I've read all the stories. I went through all of them. And I'm just pissed off right now. I'm just really pissed. Like, the show is dry. There's no emotion. There's nobody in this story that I love and that I feel like is worth following, that I feel like, okay, I'm connected to that character. I want to see that character win. There's nobody in this story. And this is the second season. Nobody. And I know the stories from the second ages, the third, the first. I know them. There's a reason to love Isildur. There's a reason to love Elendil. There's a reason to love oh man, I'm messing up the names. But Galahad, however you say his name, there's a reason. I don't know why they have Gandalf here. Like, that's the other thing that irritates me. Like, it's things that didn't show up till the third age, midway through the third age. Like, Gandalf doesn't come. I think Gandalf is like 1,000 years old in the third age. So that's like thousands of years away from when this is supposed to be happening. Even Tom Bombadil, Tom Bombadil. Like, that was a dry introduction of Tom Bombadil. When I read that book as a kid, I was happy to read about Tom Bombadil. I'm lying. I ain't read that as a kid. I think I read the book. I was like 20. Now I'm probably like 18. But still, like, you know what? Like, Tom Bombadil was like, this was. There's another Istari, a dark wizard, and trash, boo-boo trash. I don't like it. I don't like the way they pronounce things. It's irritating me. Where the hell did this come from? Like, they. Let me chill. There's 3 Hobbit movies. It should have been 1 because the book is only like 400 pages, so it should have never been that long in the first place. But there's 3 Hobbit movies. There's 3 Lord of the Rings movies. You know what I'm saying? We've never heard people. We've never heard people names. We've never heard people names said like this. Why? Why did you do this? What was the point of that? Glorfindel. Hold on, they ain't even showed Glorfindel yet. But still, like, I'm confused by this. That is so tacky. Like, who came up with that? And who the hell decided Elrond's haircut? I'm still pissed off about that. That irritates me too. Like I said, I don't care about men being handsome or cute or whatever, but the elves are supposed to be a beautiful people, a fair people. Elrond ugly as hell. I just was looking at his chin and those flat ears. Nigga don't even look like Spock. They got ears like Tuvok. Star Trek Voyager, you know what I'm saying? They got ears like Tuvok. Like, I wouldn't even say those are Vulcan. I don't know what type of ear. Who came up with the ears? This show irritates the hell out of me, man. I'm sorry. If you like the show, I'm not gonna say shame on you, but shame on you, because this is trash. Like, there's nobody that I'm emotionally connected to or indebted to. When Isildur, like a dummy, fell into the mud pit and the giant centipede creature ate him and Anarion, whatever his name is, and he jumped out with that looked cool. I ain't gonna lie, that looked cool when he jumped out, but I was like, trash. Like, I do like him. Like, the black elf, like, I'm irritated the fact that they made an elf black. I've told y'all once again, I'm not into gender swapping or race swapping, and I look at Middle Earth was made off of Northern European mythology. These are stories that have always been identified in this one way, and I'm conscious that black people could have been many places, or maybe sort of, maybe not. But in this element, this is some Nordic stuff. This is some Celtic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is. So I don't watch this and be like, I'm not offended that there's not a black elf or a black dwarf or a black hobbit or whatever. That's not our mythology. That's just not. But I actually like him, but once again, I'm confused. The elves again, fair, beautiful. Not saying brother ain't a decent looking dude, but like long flowing hair, like nigga got a taper fade. Nigga got a fade. Like that just throw me off. Like that's not elven. Cause he black, he get to get a fade? No, everybody's supposed to have long, straight hair. Like they got niggas supposed to look like they a rock band, but dressed up, period. Very, very metrosexual, like. You know what I'm talking about? Isildur looks more metro than he do. Like that's the other one. Like, and I get it, y'all want to go with a very young Isildur. Like, that's the other confusing part about the story. I know they're condensing like 2,000 years into a 5-year span, basically, but if you're a Númenórean, you live a long time. If you of the royal line, you live up to 400 plus years. So they do live like that, but once again, you got like a little 16, 17-year-old kid. It's confusing. Then he almost fell in love with a regular woman from Middle Earth. Like the Númenóreans didn't do that originally. And when they started, as far as, in the line when Gondor and Anor were established, like that's when the lifespan started dropping, when they did start mixing with regular people. They didn't breed with regular people originally. That's just me. That's just me picking. But once again, like I said, there's things that don't happen until the third age, midway through the third age, that they're dropping into this show. Like we had Barrow-wights. Barrow-wights were created by the Witch King in Anor, which is the northern kingdom of the Númenóreans when they established in Middle Earth, when they had Gondor and Anor, where Aragorn line of kinghood was from. The Barrow-wights were the people from those kingdoms that was... Why did they introduce that? Even the trees. You're just like their home. Oh, they had to introduce female trees because we don't know where the female trees went. It's just a lot. Like they just decided to throw everything they know from Tolkien into this. Even with, the dwarves and dealing with the Balrog. Like the Balrog, that don't happen to the third age. Like that don't happen to, that's just like throwing Smaug in here, but those are my complaints. But other than that, like I said, the show is dry. They give you no real reason to care what happens to anybody. Like we see Galadriel get captured at the end. Like she went Super Saiyan for a second against a horde of orcs, and then she gave her ring away to Elrond, who said she only did it to protect the ring. Like, I'm just confused about this accent. And the stores. I hate the stores. Oh man, I'm just not enjoying the show, but I'll finish. I'll continue to watch. Junior.